working? There it goes. Hey guys.
Hey everyone.
Hey, happy Seed Bead Saturday. I'm glad to see you guys. How are you doing? How are you doing, Cole?
I am so good, my friend. And how are you? How's the weather out there? Is it cold in Washington?
Look, we've got wind. We had a windstorm last night.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of a little bit stiller out there now, but it's gray and it's cold.
Yeah.
And I'm fighting a cold. My son was sick last week, and I think it's finally got me.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay. I'm gonna survive, but just like I always try to dodge, and I always have hope. I get the lemon out, like I start doing like fresh squeeze lemon shots, just trying to like see my way out.
Yeah.
But I'm no match for the forces that be.
For the Petri dishes. Have you tried the airborne? Because I hear that stuff works really well.
I've tried that, and I've tried the one that's called Umka.
Okay.
I've tried both of those, and they probably do help. I would imagine I get better faster.
Yeah. But those Petri dishes are tough, man. They're tough.
They're in charge of what happens in this life. Thanks, guys. Yeah, I'm doing fine. I'm just kind of like, I'm just bummed that I'm not more powerful. Like, I just want to win the fight against the virus.
Just with the beads. All powerful with the beads.
Yeah. They get cuddly when they're not well too, and they want to snuggle. And
yeah, that's so sweet.
Like, yeah. Thanks, guys. Oh, hey, Jenny's here. Hi, guys. Hey, so Patty is here. Kelly's here. Anissa, Brenda. I see Terry and Sandra. Oh, Becky. Becky's here. I was on with them last night. Lori. And Morphine, that's Rafaela. I learned that's Rafaela now. I knew Rafaela, but I didn't know she was morphing. So now I have matched. Hazel's here.
Hi.
Marina. Sorry if I missed anybody from above there. Just scrolling.
All the besties in the house today.
Hey guys, thank you for being here. So I was going to share inspiration for cubes. So we had our really cool nebula mix, which was for the Out of This World project box. I do still have some of these, particularly in the tubes.
You pop a link in there.
We made some earrings. We made our berry bead fringe, which was so fun. And then today I have an inspo to show you and a new pattern. So if you haven't spotted it already, I have a new pattern on the landing page that shows you how to make the cactus. And I turned it into an earring, and I'm going to show you how to put the earring hardware on it today. So the pattern will get you here. And then to do the earring, you just need a little bit of those 15s, a jump ring, and your ear wire.
Lovely.
And here I'm hoping I brought up an extra jump ring and ear wire set. I think I did, but if I didn't, we'll open up that one. And then I figured I would add some extra inspiration. For this one, I don't really have a pattern. You don't really need it. It's just doing herringbone stitch with 11-0 and cubes. And I have some 15s bordering the side, if that's optional too, if you like it. But I did finish that one as well. Oh yeah, Rafaela, I have a fascination with cubes, and so I'm hoping this will give you lots of ideas to just go and use them. And if you're looking for more colors of cubes, Jill Wiseman has a huge selection. I'll show you more on the mat. But I was playing with palettes from her collection. And so you can also go to jillwisemandesigns.com and check out all of her beautiful cubes. And she's got Toho 1.8. So I thought, 1.5, and then Miyuki 1.8 is what was in here. So I thought I'd also discuss the little differences between the two, which isn't much. They kind of stitch up exactly the same way. But yeah. So thanks, Call. She's dropped the link to Toho Cubes section on Jill's site, and she has a bunch of different sizes as well. So we'll chat about that. I think I might even have handy some of the larger ones that are out on the market.
Perfect.
But, yeah. Well, so I guess I'll switch my camera and I'll show you all this beautiful stuff I have on my mat. It's really cool. There's a lot of gorgeous things that I picked up recently from her shop. And so let's go over to you. Is that working? Yeah, okay. Yeah, we got it. Oh, hey, Leslie. And Barb says she has cubes but hasn't used them. So Using cubes is so easy. It is so easy to do. So every stitch that you know and love works with a cube, and you just get a really cool effect. They're particularly fun to use in peyote. So peyote patterns come out really gorgeous with cubes, and they snap right in place for you. You can do multi-drop peyote with the cubes. But then if you want to use them in more rounded stitches like herringbones, even herringbone ropes, we can try that. You want to use them offset with a round bead. That's probably the easiest way to get a flowy result. And so this is a herringbone stitch design with cubes going all the way to where I was kind of playing around with making a center point. So I switched back just to doing 11-0. And I'll show you how I started this one here in today's show. And then just a really easy attachment for your clasp. Thanks, Jenny. Yeah, these are really fun. So the colors I'm showing you are some, I decided to go with a green, a collection of flowing green palette. And so I went to Jill Wiseman's website and grabbed these during her sale that she had. And her sale is still going on. So if you guys want to check out her website, she has some great deals on 11-0 seed beads right now. Pretty much all seed beads, but particularly the 11-0s and cubes. And so the cube beads I've got here. I picked up a few of my favorites. So I have a little desert palette going. How cute would that be with the cactus pattern? And oh, awesome. So Call has entered #cubes for today's giveaway. And so for today's giveaway, I was going to offer the winner a choice. I was inspired by Becky and Jenny's live last night to let the winner pick what they want. So I was going to either do a gift certificate to my shop so you can grab some more Nebula, or you could have a gift certificate to Jill's to grab some of her cubes. So that is what the giveaway is today, and it's #cubes to enter. So this is the desert palette I had going. I was toying around with bringing in this one too. I thought, that's smashing, isn't it? And you could even just stitch this up in like rows and it would be pretty. It would be gorgeous in this design. And I could just pull out one of those green seed bead colors over there. Oh, but look at this one. This one is kind of like our Nebula. How cool is that? You can maybe go like that. But then I do think the green goes in there too. And it really has that feeling. So yeah, so let's just dive in and start like stitching stuff and see what happens. That'd be pretty fun. So let's see. Anybody want to see? Let's start with the peyote earring first, because I have that pattern ready. So with this one, you just easily create an even count peyote design. And I'll show starting it. And then here's one that's all finished up. And one thing I want to point out with this pattern is if you love it and you want to make a bracelet, all you have to do is just repeat it. Because see how it ends here with the sticky uppy bead on the side and then starts here with it on the right. So you can easily just keep going and repeating, and using 4 repeats will probably get you about the length of a 6 3/4 bracelet if you're using a 1.8 or a 1.5 cube. So that is something I'm going to be doing for just my own enjoyment. I'm just going to create one. I thought I would go with maybe my desert palette for that. So we should start that together. So I have that going because I'm excited to see it. And then we'll switch to this one and I'll show you with some 15-0s. I'm going to be using the ones from our box, how to turn that into that. Hey, Carolyn. So give me a shout, guys, if you have questions as I'm going through this. But what I thought I would do is grab some thread. And what do I have here? I've got some blue. I've got our space gray. I could use the space gray. And that kind of looks good. I think that works. So we'll do that, and then I'll just pick up different colors to become my little cactuses as we go. I like to work from a word chart, but you can use the graphic with a Post-it note if you prefer. Oh, thanks, Lori. Let me get you guys the colors since you like it. So the colors, I'm going to lay them out here, and then later on, like a replay, you can screenshot it, but I'll read them out as well. The first one is her color 46L, which is opaque terracotta. And then this one is opaque purple. It's number 52. This one is number 47H. It's an opaque forest green. It's a gorgeous color. And then this little pop of beautifulness is a matte color of lime, number 44F. And it's really pretty. Oh my goodness. For length of thread, this, if you're just doing like an earring, one of these, you can use about 35 to 40 inches or so. And that'll give you enough to do the little attachment at the end. And if you're doing the earring, leave a long tail, because the way that the pattern stitches up is it's worked from the top to the bottom. So if you leave a long enough tail, that tail can become the thread you use to create your little loop. So that's what I'm going to do here. I'm going to cut about 40 inches or so, and I'm going to leave 15 inches behind as my tail. Let's get a needle going here. The cool thing about cubes is they have really good holes, so you don't even have to worry about your needle size. Anything's going to work, 10, 11s, 12s. So the first row is 8. And I'll show you the word chart just really quick. 8, color A. Color A, if you're changing up the colors, is going to be the background color. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And the cool thing is I can show you now the difference when I get to the end between a Toho, which is what I'm working with here, and a Miyuki. We'll be able to see them side by side to see how they look. So let's pick up one color A, skip the last color A we strung, and go through the next one. Oh, hey, Sherry. Hey, Kimberly. Yeah, I love the tiny cubes too. They're some of my favorite beads. Oh, I wonder if I still have, I have a collection of them that I got years ago. Before I knew the difference between brands and stuff like that. I was really, really noob to seed beading. And I used to keep all my beads in these little kind of like tube trays. Remind me at the end, if I have time, I'll grab them and show you. So that's pretty cool looking. This whole row is super easy. We're just going to pick up a bead, skip the next bead, and go through the next one. We'll have to do that a total of 4 times. And there it is. See how nice those stitch up? They're so quick. And Helen, the address for Jill Wiseman, Colleen posted it just above here in the live chat. If you're in the live chat, just scroll up a little bit and you'll find it. She actually highlighted the section where all her cubes are. And if you're looking to use the size that I've got here, we haven't gotten into the part about different sizes yet. I'm currently working with the smaller size, which is 1.5. And it's very close, very equivalent to what we used in the project box, which is a Miyuki 1.8. Oh, and there it is again. Call posted it. There is the Toho Cubes from Jill Wiseman. We just did all that, guys, that fast, right? This thing goes really quick. So let's pick our first cactus color, which for me will be this color B. And you'll need 2 colors if you're doing this pattern, because I made him kind of like a cosmic cactus with different colors. So A or B? I'm leaning towards B. What do you think? Still can't be found? Oh, site can't be found. Maybe I messed up the link. It's possible my search link didn't work. Let me just see if that's going on there. It's kind of hit or miss sometimes, but searches usually work. But I thought what I did is I went to her seed bead page. Let's go to seed beads. So if you go to jillwisemandesigns.com and then click under shop, seed beads and bugles, there'll be a section called cube beads. And so, yeah, try that. I don't know if it's going to work or not because it's for some reason not wanting to show us. Yeah, she's having to search for seed bead cubes. Yeah, I see. I hear you. Because sometimes sharing searches don't work. I don't know why. But yeah, okay. So let's go ahead and go with this one's so tequila feeling to me. That one works, Jenny? Okay, cool. Yeah, sorry guys. When I created the links earlier, I may have just been using a search results link. It happens a lot when I'm making PDFs too. All right, so we are on row 4. So we're going to do 2A, 1B, and 1A. Here's pick up 1. This is single drop peyote, so we'll work 1 bead at a time. Here's 1A. Here's the next A. Here's a B. And then an A. Row 5 is 2A, 1B, 1A. Here's 1. Here's 2. And I'll just go for a few rows just so you can get the flow for it. And I'll set this one aside and finish it later because it's going to take me a minute to get through the whole earring. But I mean, it's pretty quick. It only takes like 20 minutes to make this. We'll see how far we get if you guys are having fun. So that was number 5. 2A, 1B, 1A. So that's pretty much the whole first couple of rows there. It's so easy to create these gorgeous things. Oops. I picked up 2 beads. So that's the start of it. And you just want to keep going. And the one I have here it's different beads, but it's the same pattern happening. So let me hold this up and show you. You guys want me to keep going on it for a minute or just to see it? I figure you probably got the stitch figured out. I'm going to make sure I leave time to show you guys the herringbone. We'll do, oh, and here's how to figure out where you are counting rows. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now I know I'm on row 7, which actually starts with the color C. So something interesting happening there. A, C, and A. So we'll go with, here's a C. Here's an A. So it's just forming the little tops of the cactus at this point. So just like that. And it just changes colors as it goes. Let me show you on the big pattern. That was a little hard to see. But you end up with this cute little pop of different colors. Now, if you wanted to, if you didn't like the different color cactuses, you could make it all one solid color. That's totally okay. Just take B and C and treat them like one color. So you can always do that with this pattern. But what I'm going to do next is I'm going to just grab another strand of thread really quick. And I'm going to show you how to add thread in a peyote design so we can finish this one and turn it into our earring. It's really, really easy to do. You'll need about 15 inches of thread if you're working from the tail. If you're weaving in, give yourself 20 or more like 18 or something. That would be more than enough to finish it. All right. So weaving in with cubes is the same process, but you just want to bring in into one side of the work, and I'm working here at the top. And the only reason I don't have tail thread here is I had originally had a tail thread that was too short, so I decided to weave it in and weave in a new strand, and it's an opportunity to show you that too. So if you were wanting to make a bracelet, you would have to be adding thread. So I went through about 3 beads, and I'm just going to make a turn through an adjacent bead. So I'm coming out of this one and I head back in a different direction. Sorry about that. Let's try that again. There's 1, 2, 3, turn. And so you can just kind of make that turn anywhere you want. I'm going to leave a little longer tail there. And the trick is you want to go until that tail stops moving as far as how many turns to make. Here I'm making another one to head the other way. And my goal is to get over here. Getting through a couple beads at a time. All right, let's test it. Yeah, so that's a good weave in. See, we only had to make like 3 turns, and that was enough to make that tail stop moving. So let's burn that. My burner go. 1 sec. It should be here. I didn't hide it from myself, I don't think. Aha. Got it. I'm going to see if I got that. That looks good. Okay. So when you've done your starting of work, your tail thread will be left exiting from the down bead. So remember when we started over here? Here's our tail thread exiting out of that down bead at the top. So that's what you'll have on yours. It'll look something like that. We're going to weave over, and our goal is going to be exiting from the second down bead that's in there. So we can get this little attachment attached. So it's going to be, you're basically going to place 2 15s in between those 2 up beads. So to get there, I'm going to turn right back in this direction. And then keep going. But our goal is we want to be exiting from that bead, heading that way. So in order to make that adjustment, that turn, I'm going to go through this 3rd bead down. Just that one right there. 1, 2, 3 down from the edge. So that I can turn this way through the 2nd one. And then make 1 more turn to head out this way through the top. And then it's going to go through the next one here. And now we're where we want to be. It's kind of the center. It's not totally the center because this is even count, but you can kind of see it. So here's 1, 2, 3, and 4. If you count the sections of down beads, but really there's just, it's the center of the up beads there, right above the tip of the cactus, the one that's the tall point on your cactus that you want to be at. So however you want to weave to get there. Now we're going to grab the 15s. There. Gosh, this color is so pretty. All right, I'm going to pick up 2 and go through the next 2. And it should fit really nicely. Brand of burner? Yeah, the brand of burner I have is from Amazon. And you can just type that in, it'll come up. They also have yarn spinners on that same website. It's like the most random store. Thread burners and yarn spinners. Like, yeah, that's awesome. So pick up 2 more of your 15s. And go back through the last 2 15s. So heading that way. You guys will recognize what I'm doing. It's my go-to thing. Oops. And just keep everything tight. That one loosened up on me. But so we're starting 2-drop peyote with 15s. We're going to go for 10 rows. There's 2 rows right there. So that was your first 2 rows. Here's row number 3. There we go. And just right before my needle goes through, I'm going to tighten this side back up. There we go. There's 3. Here comes number 4. And here's 5. And if you feel like it's loosening up on you, you can do the lock turn. Good old trick. Just go back through the last 2 and then back through the ones you're just going through. And that'll tighten everything up for you really nicely. Oh, and you guys, I might have made an error. Oh, I'm so sorry. I think, oh, it's because I flipped it. Sorry. It's the same process, but do you see how I went for the peak, but it was on this side? I flipped it. You do want to line up the first 2 with the peak, but I had it reversed. So I was supposed to line it up that way. It's off center. I don't know if you guys can see that. I should have done it over on that side. Maybe it will still look good. Oh, no, I know what I did. Okay, it's fixable. Apologies. I think my cold is getting to me. I'm off my game today. Let's undo my lock turn really quick. Sorry about that. If you end up putting it on the wrong side like I did, this is how you fix it. You just want to center it. And this little section is easy to fix. I just need to go, okay, go back through it. Okay, so you see how that one is above the point? That's in the right position, but I was supposed to start the 2-drop over here. Do you see it? Because I was being silly. So I'm gonna just weave over there, no problem. I might have been heading the wrong direction. There we go. So I should have been heading that way. Now, do you guys see it, what I did? It's the wrong way, but now I've got it. We'll head back through this one. So there's our 2 rows where we need them. They're just going to be centered over our cactus. 3. And here's number 4. Here's number 5. And here's number 6. Seven. And here's 8. And 9. And then 10. Okay, so you'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So it'll look like that. And it doesn't look like much right now, but one thing I want to note is, hopefully I did this right on this one. It was a while ago. If you want them to kind of mirror as you're wearing them, so right now the tall sides are touching here, you could flip it like that and have that be how you wear them. So these are the front. Decide now like which ones you'd like to have be the front or the back. Whichever one you'd like that to be, flip this little panel to the side you want to be the back. And when you do that, you'll notice it lines up pretty precisely with the beads here. So I'm going to just hold it flat. And actually, right before I do that, I'm going to do a lock turn just to keep everything really tight. There's 1, 2. Just move that one over there. Okay. All right. And so I'm just going to go through the bead that it's covering up. So it's basically that bead that's right under it. It's this green one right here. So we'll go through that bead and watch it go flat right there. Then you'll want to go through the 2 up beads on the little band you made, those little 15s. Thanks, Suze. Oh yeah, Jenny, seed beading over the internet, definitely better on a bigger TV, for sure. And so remember, we were coming out of this bead here. We went through this bead here. So we'll just go through this one here. This next one. And that connects it. So all we've got to do now is reinforce, and we've got a place to put our jump ring. So I'm going to reinforce it. In order to do that, I just need to weave around a little bit. So I'm going to go back through this adjacent bead. And I'll head back through this green one. Well, actually, no, I need to go through the next purple one and then the green one. There we go. And I can just make a turn and head right back through. I'll go through the next 15s, and now I'll make a turn from this side to go through the purple. So that secures that. I'm going to head up through the 15s now. And then let's just make some trips through it. So reinforce all of that. Did that go through? This is just making it stronger. So it's like a little zigzag we're doing. And on an earring, this isn't going to be super weight bearing, but then if this was a bracelet, this is exactly how you finish it as a bracelet. But you really do want to do this step, reinforcing, because if you're going to put a piece of leather under that, it's definitely going to get some pull. It's going to see some strength test. So you want to definitely reinforce this entire tab, just like that. And there we go. Now we're back to the cubes on this side. And from here, I'm just going to weave in really quick so I can show you finishing it. All right, here we go. I'm happy with that. There it is. So really quick, I'm going to grab a set of square nose and bent nose pliers. Let me know if I missed anything, guys. Yeah, inspiring each other. That's right, Colleen. I personally would, if anybody makes something that, like if I shared it or taught it, I get so happy. Honestly, it makes my entire day. So I don't think that there's anything wrong with that at all. And I think we wouldn't all be here together if we didn't all believe that. Okay, so I took that one off because I forgot to bring an extra one. I'm so sorry. So it's really easy though. You just kind of want to, oh, where'd that go? Man down. Don't worry, I do have more of the jump rings if I need to find those. Let's see what I got here. So these aren't the ones that came with the box, but Beetle to the rescue, guys. Woohoo! Anything else in here that might be smaller? Oh yeah, here we go. That one's about the size. It literally jumped off of my pliers. You guys saw it, right? He was trying to get away. So you kind of want to just smoosh it a little bit, make it flat. Or sorry, make it rounded so you can get your jump ring under there. And then we'll just close our jump ring. There it is. So that's just really, really easy. Super, super easy to do. It's a great way to finish a lot of different projects. And then when I have ear wires, I'll just pop an ear wire on after I've got that closed. It's just easier to close them and by themselves without worrying about your ear wire. So super happy there. And I'll find that other jump ring and fix it. So that's how these will be when they're being worn. So that's one idea for peyote. How are we doing? We're doing okay for time. So I can show starting the herringbone if you guys want. Yeah, exactly. I can never find them when I drop them. I'll find it later. I know it's down there somewhere, but it's not making itself apparent. All right, so let's get these 15s out of the way just really quick. With the 15s, I'm down to my last tube of them because they were popular and every single last one was found its way out. Let's see. Let's get one more with herringbone. Okay, so with herringbone, I prefer a thicker thread. Do you guys agree? Like you need one that's a little stronger because herringbone requires some structure. So 4 pound is good. 6 pound. If you're working with a size 8 seed bead, go up to 8 pound. But yeah, with herringbone, I'll definitely would want to go with like a wildfire, a fire line, or an Eslan fire. One of those kind of threads. It's going to be the way to go. And since I'm going to be working with some 11/0 and cubes, I feel like a 4 pound is going to be really good. And let's see here. With this kind of thread, it's cool because you can flatten that end and get your needle on it really easy. All right, so let's pick a color. This is the fun part. In the case of Nebula, it's a 3-color mix. So if you're loving these stripes and you want to do these stripes, you'll want 3 colors. Yeah, I agree, Lori. Herringbone is my favorite stitch. When it's finished, it's so pretty. And it's so flowy. So we could go with, I might actually switch out this color so that I can work with these because I really want to work with these. This one is I think this is one of my all-time favorite seed bead colors, in all honesty. The champagne, or sorry, no, I guess I'm thinking of champagne. Chartreuse. I feel like this always looks like matcha to me. But maybe matcha is a little more, that's more matcha, isn't it? Either way, it's gorgeous. So let's see here. I'm going to scoop these guys up. And let's go to our, okay, we could do blue or we could do the dark green. Isn't that going to be pretty? I think that's going to be really cute. Although I'm not opposed to really being crazy and even doing that. That's a little too much, maybe. That is cute, though. So when Jill packs these seed bead tubes, she does not, like, she fills them up, right? There's no space in there. So when you open these, be careful because they can come out really fast. All right, so let's do our first row. So starting herringbone is really easy. I usually just ladder stitch. Yeah, this is the beginning here. Ladder stitch stacks of 2, gets you started really quick. And on this one I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can do any even count you want. 3, 4, 6, and 7, 8. That's what I'm going to do there. So we'll start with a 4 for her ladder. Leave enough tail to do your closure if you want to, or you can always add thread. Let's head back through there 2 here. And we'll pull that tight. So you'll get that little box shape there. Hope that's not too loud. There's something going on outside my door here. Is like some kind of construction or something. Oh yeah, Patricia's talking about a tool that has a magnet. I think my husband has one of those. And stainless is magnetic, right? The stainless surgical steel ear wire. Those will come out. There's this one. So I'm just matching my column count. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and here's 6. There's going to be another set after this. And in herringbone, you want sets of 2. So like if you're going to do what's essentially for me going to be 4 columns, you'll need 8 stacks of 2 laddered. And there you go. So there's our 8 stacks of 2. Yeah, start with a ladder stitch for this one. You know what though? You could, if you wanted to start your herringbone with single column peyote, you can. The only thing is it'll have these 2 little beads down here jetting out sideways, and that will change things if you want to do a border. So the border on this one, this is the start side. You see how there's 2 little 15s here on the edge? Do you guys want to see the border made? Because this one you could do with or without a border. Without a border, you would just step up and your thread would show a little bit on the side. To do a border stitch, actually, I shouldn't have put those 15s away. Let me get those back. I kind of want to do this one without a border, so it will I can show both versions, but basically you pick up 2 of the 15 for the side of your 11-0 seed bead. And that actually looks kind of cute. Yeah, maybe we'll keep our border going. Want to see it all? Do you think keep border or no border? Yeah, we'll keep it. Let me know if you guys want me to take it apart, though. I think it looks okay. The color isn't too strikingly different. So let's do a few rows of herringbone that are normal. We're only going to need to do 2 or 3 rows, depending how much of a section you want. I was going with 5 on this sample up here. So there's our ladder stitched rows. Oh, sorry, I keep flipping that. I'm sorry. Our ladder stitched rows are here. And then there's 3 rows above that before I started introducing the cubes. Looks good with the border. Okay, let's keep the border. So just really quickly, I'm going to finish this row. You pick up 2, go down through the next stack of 2. And then you just head up through the adjacent one. 2 more. And go through the next one. And here's our last one. And there you go. There's 1 row complete. And then just turn that work in your hand. Pick up your 2 15s. And you can use those beads to step up again. So let me just get my tail out of the way. 2 15, and then step up like that. So in this case, your border will match the same. They'll basically be hugging the same bead on each side of the row. Yeah, and well, so a border on the earrings will be harder. You'd have to add it afterward because this was peyote. So your edges are, the beads are like open hole on the side, but you could always just add one like little picots. Picots are cute. Yeah. It would really fit the flow of it too, because this feeling on those is very Southwestern, but then like more of like a, you know, with the bright flowers and sugar candy skulls kind of vibe. It has that. So this is 1 regular row, and a regular row is different than your first row that you work on the starting ladder stitch. You end up going down through both of those beads in the ladder stitch, but on a regular row, you're just going down through that single bead in the previous row. And help them make that little V thing. Here's our last one. I'm just going to flip it. All right. That's really pretty. So let's do another border step up. And I'll show you one last thing when it comes to borders, if you want to line them up. It makes sense on this side. See how cute that one just stacked right above our last one. And it did exactly what I was hoping. Let's make 1 more row, and then when we get to the other side, I'm going to show you a little trick to line up your embellishment. 1 more regular row here. There we go. I'm just helping them. Ooh. Sorry. It hooked onto my bead mat. There we go. Okay, last one. So at this spot right here, if you were to put your border on without worrying about it, it would just be offset every other row, and that's fine to do. That'll look super cute. But if you want to line up your rows, you can go down one more bead like that. And that way, when you do your step up, it's going to sit on the same row as your last embellishment. And when we get to the cubes, it gets a little trickier because the row below will have a cube in it. So what I do is I line them up here in the starting section. Oh, thanks, Suzanne. Yeah, it does definitely give it something, doesn't it? I'm glad we stuck with it. When you get the cubes though, doing the little step down, I'm going to put you on the edge of a cube. So it doesn't actually work that way, but the good news is the offsetting is less obvious on the cubes than it otherwise would be. So I'll show you what I mean. So now let's start cubes. And the only rule of thumb here is the first bead you pick up. You want the first bead you pick up always to be your 11-0 seed bead. So you'll pick up 1 11-0, 1 cube, and just go down through the next bead in that column. And see how they just pop like that? Isn't that cute? You just head up to the next one. You'll pick up a bead, change color this time. And the secret to the pattern, making it look like a stripe, is you just keep alternating. You just keep changing the color. So there's the third color. And for this fourth column, I'm going to go back to my first color. So there's one row. Oh, this is going to be cute. I'm going to finish this one for sure. Pick up 2, and we'll head up through our cube bead. So there's our next step up. Let's flip it. And if you like to work the same way I do with kind of like left to right on herringbone, it seems to be easier. All right, so we'll pick up 1 11-0, and you'll be exiting from a cube. Pick up the same color, but check out what it does. It's going to give you the beginning of a diagonal. That's how this diagonal gets achieved, is you just keep picking up the color you're exiting. And so we'll go up through the next cube here. We'll pick up our 11-0. We'll pick up the color we're exiting. There we go. 11-0. But you always go 11-0 first. And what it'll do is it'll offset, because there is a slight difference in height between a cube and an 8-0 seed bead. And that gets solved for by the offset nature of every row. It's in the opposite column. Let's see if that's showing. Oh, it's looking really cool. So here, in the case of this one, it would work out for me to go down one more. So I'll do that. You guys, if you're in for 2 more rows with me, I can show you what eventually happens. Because you run into one more little thing if you're doing the border. So there I did a step down border, which again places my embellishment in the same row as my other one. Basically puts them both on the side of that row. And that's the last time I can do that. Going forward, I will have cubes underneath me. Oh, and then one other little tip I want to give you. So now after this row, on the back pass, you pick up the next color. So the one that you're heading toward. So when you're heading into the diagonal, you pick up the one you're heading toward. And when you're heading the other way, you pick up the one you're coming out of. So you see how the diagonal's going that way? So let's do 2 more rows. I want you guys to see it. It's a little harder to explain. It really makes sense when you see it. But I did this with no pattern, and this is how. And if you want to have 4 colors, you can have 4 colors too. No, that would be fine. You can have any number of colors that you want. So here, I'm going to pick up that color again. Because see, I need to add a new color and I'm not heading into anything. I'm going to pick up the one that was used the least recently. So we're getting our diagonals really pretty. And then this is where, right now we're going to want to step up on that 11-0. So we'll put our diagonal, our embellishment, but see, that's the row the embellishment is on here, but we don't want to put our embellishment on the cube. I mean, you can, but let me show you what it looks like and you'll decide if you like it or not. So here we are heading with the flow. So we're picking up the one we're exiting. There it is. I'm gonna head through this one. Again, still picking up the one we're exiting from, cube color. If it needs help, just help it out. And then here's our last one. Okay, so we're getting to the spot where I wanted to show you. So we're gonna, if we do our step up on the 11-0, it is just gonna start offsetting. Now, I don't find that to be something that my eye tracks to when I'm wearing it. I'm not really gonna notice that very strongly. It's prominent on the beginning. Like you would really see it if you had them in. This is a really clean look if you line them up on regular rows. But up here, if they start offsetting, meaning my embellishment's here on this 11-0, embellishment's going to be on that, that's not going to hurt your piece. That said, if you really want them to be in the same row, here's what it looks like on a cube if you do the step down to line them up. You can pick up those 2 15s, and then you head up through those 2. It still kind of looks cool. So it's up to you. If you want to, from this point on, start ignoring. That is what I did here. I started ignoring it. So now they're all on the 11-0s, all of my little embellishments, right? They're all hugging 11-0 seed bead, but that's totally fine too. So you just pick whichever one you like. And after a couple of rows, if you don't like it, you can pull it apart and change your mind and say, hey, you know what? I want to change that. I want to go back. So how to make the center part? It's really easy. All you got to do is just switch back and do a couple rows of regular herringbone. In this case, I did 5 rows. And when you do that, if you do an odd count and then you start your stripes and you don't really change your flow, like you match color here, match the color here, your thread will be on the opposite side and it'll create a change in direction with your stripe. If you want your stripes to stay all going the same direction, do an even count of gap rows. And just naturally, that will just keep happening. So it's up to you if you like that. Oh, I'm glad you guys like it. So, oops, I made a mess. Sorry about that. But I love these colors. What do you guys think of these colors? I'm really digging them. Let me know if you want me to hold them up again. I have, oh, you know what I'll do is I'll go and add them to the description when we get done here. Because this is a really cool combo and I'm digging it. So yeah, there it is. I'll pull it up again. That one's going to be pretty. Can you see it with like little charms and stuff? And then it'll have a matching earring. That's going to look really cute. So my dream is to finish that at some point, but I don't know when I'm going to get to it because I got stuff going on. Here, let me switch my camera back so I can tell you. And we'll do our giveaway. So let's see. I never remember how to do this. I have to think about it every time. You think I would have it figured out by now. This bright light. Oh, thank you, Carolyn. And thanks, Leah. Thanks, Mary and Hazel, Bonnie, Becky. Thanks, Sakaya. Thank you, everybody. This is a really fun one. I hope you love it. It's like cubes are like, they're such a jam. They are really fun. You really are cool.
Yeah, that was beautiful. Gorgeous project.
It's super fun.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I think we established that we are going to have a seed beading date in the in one of the upcoming Becky and Jenny Friday night beadings. So I'm looking forward to that.
Oh, I would like to join that too. That sounds really fun.
Please. We need a master. We need you and Becky. We need you both.
And Becky and Jenny and I are cooking up more ideas in the seed bead world too. So we're thinking of doing a like a Jill Wiseman celebration live. Where we're just gonna all pick our favorite things from her site and just freestyle make stuff and share our ideas with you guys. So it's gonna be really fun.
That's gonna be amazing.
Yeah. And if you haven't gotten enough herringbone yet, if you guys are like really into this herringbone thing, I've been challenged to do an odd count herringbone. Remember in this one I was showing you even count? Mm-hmm. You can do herringbone stitch in the odd count. It's a little bit different, like in the edge, the way you make your turns. But I'm doing that on Wednesday over on Bead Shop's channel. So that's Wednesday, 10:30 a.m. Pacific on beadshop.com's YouTube channel.
Nice.
Yeah. And the colors I'm using are this like a little.
Oh, mix. Is that the Dickens mix?
Yeah, that's on beadshop.com. And they sent me these little clasps to use. I'm probably going to use the big one, but I have that sketched out now. And that's my dream, is to sit and stitch those tonight. So I got to finish this first before I can finish this one. Really get them all done.
I love that.
And then in the background, I've been creating the boxes. So January's project box is selling currently.
Let me drop that.
Currently for sale. I went ahead and I know I've told most of you guys already, but just in case anybody wasn't here last time we talked about it or wasn't with us on Friday, I was on Bead Shop's YouTube channel to announce that they are going to be selling, just my project boxes. I'm still going to be doing my own like kind of limited edition kits on my website and little here and there fun stuff like findings and, but the box was getting too big for me. Since we started it in August, it quadrupled. And this last one we did, I was working until like 1 a.m. on it. Like for 4 nights in a row, because it was just not, and I will not miss a deadline. I'm just like that. I'm one of those people that would seriously like give up sleep before I'll miss a deadline. But I decided it was too hard. And I got on the phone with Kate and I was like, how do you guys do it? Because I know they have volume down there. And she's like, well, we're set up for it. We have a team of people. We have a warehouse. We have our website that can do the tricky stuff. Like if you order stuff with it, and I just not set up to be that smart. And like I broke all the integrations between the shipping site and like, because I was trying to solve that. Long story short, they're like, why don't you just ask for help? And I'm like, can I do that? Like, really? Can I? I did. And I'm so glad I did, because now it's going to make it possible for us to scale it. And now nobody will not get one because, I have extra help producing them. But that said, they were down to the last 20 this morning, like in the where I left my phone over there, but I got their e-blast. I woke up to it over my coffee that they were almost gone. And I'm like,
oh my goodness. Well, thank you so much, Kate and team, for that. How amazing. I love that.
Oh, thanks, Tina. And Barb says she pre-ordered her box. Yeah, so they are going to, is it sold out? Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
Let me check.
You guys, we made over 200 of them. That's a lot in bead world. In bead world, typically, a kit, you're having a fine day when you sell 90 of them.
I believe there's 4.
Is there 4 left? Oh, good. Okay.
4 left, guys. 4 left.
Yeah, guys, you might want to get on that. I can tell you for sure, like I'm out. Like once I make those, I don't have any more. They are going to stock some extras of the mixes. But there were some special findings in there that I think they're stocking a few extras of, but I know we were basically draining the distributors at this point. So
yeah,
what they've got. And I just placed an additional order so I could make the additional ones we added. So yeah, it's wild.
So
because I've never worked this hard before.
This is so exciting. Like, yeah, this is like rock star. Like Danielle has accomplished and broken through. She is a complete rock star now, you guys.
I'm blown away by you guys. I'm surprised that you guys like it so much because it's not like to me, it just seems like a seed beads, seed beads are seed beads and you get the ideas anyway. Like the classes are all going to be like shared, but
yeah, it's not just the beads though. It's the classes. It's all the love you put into your projects. I mean, just the whole from front to back. It's just an amazing experience. It's a journey with beads, my friends.
Yeah.
Journey
I am having a good time with it.
Yeah, for sure.
I've been working with Nilay to match his kit.
Oh yeah.
He did a special chain run. You know how he likes to make a special chain? He made special chain for this bundle that matches the Witch Hazel Winter Renewal theme. And his colors are divine. They glow. They're so pretty. So he really went all out and he has already done his projects. He's so ahead of me. I still need to, like, they're in the book. They're sketched. And I did all the counts. And so I know exactly like how I'm going to do it. I haven't physically made them yet. So my goal is I will make the kits and then once those are on the mat and then the freedom to just kind of create happens, that's when extra stuff happens. Like you'll come up with extra ideas and so many. Oh my gosh. My brain is like going to explode. But the awesome thing about having Kate's help with her team at Bead Shop is that they're completely taking on like all of the extra stuff that's really hard that I was dropping the ball on, like having enough extras in stock, having, enough of the other essentials like beading thread, very cool, like bunches of clasp options, the standard beading stuff that like my store doesn't have. And they're going to plan all that now.
Wow.
And Kate will put her own ideas in there and she's a genius. So whenever she puts her mind to something, you're going to see like stuff is going to happen there. It's going to be beautiful.
Yeah.
And she's had the kit now for about a week. And so she's already.
I love it. I can't wait to see. I mean, it's just it just only gets better from here, right? Every single month, it just gets better and better.
I'm happy too. And I think one of the great things is if sometimes because of the pre-order thing works out great in that I make enough for everybody. But the problem is like by the time we share the classes, the box has already been sold. Yeah. And so that was creating post demand that we had no supply for. Yeah. They're going to solve that. They're going to have the extras. So if you want that mix, if you love the Witch Hazel mix, they're going to make an extra like whole offering of them. And that's something that I just didn't have capacity to pull together while I was teaching and doing the documentation. So yeah.
Great. We're unstoppable now. Limitless, my friend.
It's going to free me up to do all this other stuff. Like I really want to do more content for my friends, for their channels and their shops. So now I'm going to have extra time for that.
Perfect.
All best laid plans, right?
Yeah.
This new thing will happen. We'll get a dog or something. No.
Yeah, right. It'll be fine though. Whatever it is, you'll manage it with grace and just Danielleisms. Danielle like grace and beauty, my friends.
We'll just keep trying, right?
Keep trying. Let me pull up our screen. Who wants to do a giveaway?
Patricia, I'm not sure which ornaments. Let me know which ones you mean and I'll check for you. You can just send me like in Messenger, like a picture of it. My brain, I can't remember what I did ornaments last. I think I've done a few.
All right.
I should do an ornament. I haven't done one this year. It's December, isn't it? Oh my God.
It is. It is.
I still feel like it's like Thanksgiving time.
Me too.
What happened to our year? Like our year just went. Eugenia! Hey, congrats, Eugenia. If you're still here, can you let me know if you prefer my shop or would you like a gift certificate to Jill's shop so you can go get some cubes over there? The colors I was using today, I'm going to drop in the description. Yeah, you can let me know if you're still here. If not, just send me a message. I really love the way Becky and Jenny do their giveaways is they put them in their description after. So I'm going to start doing that so that you can find it if you won.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
I love that.
So that's super cool. I'm just waiting just for a second to see if she's here.
Yeah. Looking for her.
Any questions for me about anything coming up? Let me know. You can drop that in the chat. If there's any ideas, things you want to see. The only other update I didn't share is I have one more project to go with out of this world, and then we'll just be playing with extras for fun. But the one I still have to go uses the mini duos to do little beaded beads that you can put on leather or capture chain or leather knitted chain. So if you have silver silk, you can put them on that. And if you just have some like 2 millimeter leather around, that could also work. Even like 1.5 too. Oh, thanks, Tina. Oh, hey, Eugenia's still here. There she is. I got her. Woohoo. Yeah, just let me know, Eugenia, if you prefer Jill's or my shop. If you want to think about it, you can just message me later. That's fine too. Yay, Terry. Yeah, and yes, Neela is doing tutorials, and in fact, he has a schedule for them already on his website. So his schedule is honestly the best way to find it is just on my landing page that Carl just put right here. Or that's the Out of This World one. Let me get you guys the one for.
I have that one too. Yeah, I can do that one.
Yeah. You're so on it.
No problem.
That one will link you to Nilay's. Nilay's page has his Silky Sunday schedule, and I've already seen his first 3 projects. They're killer. They're super killer. He's even putting, I don't know if you guys have, I don't want to spoil it, but he's shipping them now. Like his are not going to be waiting till January. He has them done. So he's going to ship them now. So if you don't want a spoiler, you'll have to like not open it yet when you get it. But if you want a spoiler, go ahead, open it. You can see he's got the colors in there, and he has used some of the beads from my box in his tutorials. So you'll see that on his website too, if you want to peek. Yeah. Thanks for sharing that, Call.
Yeah,
so what do you got coming up? You've got something coming up, right?
I think tomorrow I'm going to be hanging out with you and Nilay in the studio over at Silver Silk Sunday. What?
We have the same coming up thing.
Yeah,
so you guys, modding Christopher. She's going to be on with us for Silky Sunday.
Yeah, not on, but moderating.
Are you going to do project?
I don't think so. I think we're just going to moderate tomorrow.
Have something ready because he tends to pull people on. I don't know if you. He pulls Joan on, so you should be ready.
I will be ready to forge in battle. We'll be fine.
Yes. Ideas are at the ready. Awesome. Oh, thank you so much, Rafaela. Thank you, everyone. Lori says she loves spoilers. Yeah, I'm a spoiler person too. I don't feel like I've lost anything if I peek.
Same.
I'm still equally surprised. Plus, my memory's failing. So, like a month from now, I'll be like, it's new.
Exactly. The same way. I'll look at it and I'll forget like 10 minutes later, and I'm like, oh, I get to see it again twice. Yay.
Yeah. Oh, it's so cool. Well, I love you guys so much. I love you, Call.
Oh, Barbara, thank you.
You guys, if you're with us tomorrow, Silky Sunday. If not, back at you next Saturday for our next Seed Bead Saturday. And then, of course, if you want to join me on Wednesday, I'll be over with Bead Shop doing a herringbone project that's odd count. That's 10:30 a.m. Pacific on Wednesday morning on beadshop.com's YouTube channel.
Perfect.
Awesome. Okay, see you for the next one, guys.
Bye, guys.